Hello, and thanks for joining us on our show, Basic Concepts and the Wisdom of Kabbalah with Dr. Michael Laitman. Hello, Dr. Laitman. Hello, everyone. On our show, each time we take a concept out of the tremendous wisdom of Kabbalah and try and explain it in the simplest way for a person who just started taking interest in the wisdom of Kabbalah. And today we'd like to talk about the concept Segulah. There's no one word for it. In English, basically it means power, virtue, remedy. I see that many times you mention the word Segulah. To me it sounds like something very mysterious, like some kind of a secret that not everyone can discover. What do you feel when you hear the word Segulah? Segulah? I feel it as some kind of code word or a key by which it's possible to open a lock that there was something that was closed and that now you can open it. Simple. Segulah. Segulah meaning that, or Segulah means that there's no direct relation between what I do and between the result, the outcome. That the connection is not open to everyone, for everyone to see. No, but it's a Segulah. It's a special kind of power, virtue, remedy. That suppose if 3 times you tap on the table, rain will start falling. Suppose. And do you believe in these kinds of things? No, I don't. But were it that way, then it means that these 3 taps are a Segulah for bringing down rain. Yeah. Meaning, people for thousands of years in our world found different such ties between what they do and some kind of outcome that it is not evident to the naked eye that that's how it's supposed to be, but this is what they got. Some say that Segulah is like this special power, magic that you can activate in order to make different things happen. Dr. Laitman, yeah? Host, are there really such things, magic? Dr. Laitman. No, look, it exists because we're not familiar with all of nature's laws. Were we to know all the laws and all the ties that exist in nature between different things, then surely there wouldn't have been any Segulah or miracle or nothing. But we'd know that if we do this, then we get that this is how it's supposed to be. But because there's no direct connection, correlation between the cause and the consequence, then we say that the cause is a Segulah, the special kind of virtue. Okay, I want to ask about what does it mean in the wisdom of Kabbalah. Bala Sulam says that there is a very special virtue, Segulah, for those engaged in the wisdom of Kabbalah. What is it? Dr. Laitman, the Segulah for those that study the wisdom of Kabbalah is that they start feeling, seeing, understanding such qualities, such phenomena in nature that an ordinary person can't see. What kind of phenomena? Phenomena like that suddenly he discovers that in nature there are laws that ordinary people don't know, don't understand, are not drawn to either. And he did discover and find. This is something that's been around for hundreds and thousands of years, that we discover things in nature this way. So those who engage in Kabbalah have this kind of Segulah, the ability to discover laws of nature that others can't? Dr. Laitman, yeah. And why is it said that it's a wonderful Segulah? Because it brings a magical result, meaning that even if a person has no relation to the kind of phenomena that the wisdom of Kabbalah talks about, if he studies it, he merits. Merits what? Merits that he starts feeling the qualities, laws, the hidden things that exist in nature. He begins to see that nature isn't that flat and simple, but that undoubtedly here there's, well, how to put it, that necessarily here there are even miracles. Miracles? Miracles. What does he gain as a result of all of these miracles? What does this Segulah, how does it benefit him? It benefits him in that he sees a much broader nature. That's much more, much broader, complex, sophisticated, that everything's not that simple. It's not a miracle, that it's not a miracle that it happens beyond the laws of nature, but he discovers additional laws in nature. Can you give me an example for one law that a person discovers?
Okay.
But he discovers it, not you. So you won't see it. So it's impossible to explain it to someone else. No, he won't see it. It also says that the Segulah in Kabbalah is something that can purify a person. What does it mean? Dr. Laitman, it means that if a person previously didn't know, didn't feel certain phenomena in life, in nature, from whatever surrounds him, then it doesn't matter. By this Segulah, that he studies, that he takes interest in the wisdom of Kabbalah, he starts seeing that, yes, it exists in nature and he can discover it. What do all of these revelations give him? The truth is that this isn't what you study for. It's not for that. But he wants to reveal the upper force of nature called Creator, because he created everything. And he wants to return the Creator the same favor that he gets from him. The same good. He gets good from the Creator, yes, then he discovers that what he's getting from the Creator is good when he starts studying Kabbalah. Yeah. What kind of good does he get from the Creator? What kind? I can't say what kind. First of all, he feels that the Creator turns his face to him, that the Creator is usually good and benevolent, and if he's not that good and benevolent, then he sees why not. That it's like that sometimes we get the same from our parents, that they treat us not so favorably in order to teach us how to better behave. That's how it is. It also says that the Segulah in Kabbalah is that it can reform a person. Yeah. Look, I'm a normal person. Not too good, not too bad. Usually when we say to reform, it's criminals that you need to reform, the big ones. So this Segulah in Kabbalah, it's not for me. I have nothing to do with it, meaning in terms of reform. I don't think so, on the one hand. But on the other hand, I don't want to explain to you who and what you are, in order not to, still, I don't want to talk bad about you. So this Segulah in Kabbalah, will it work on a person like me too? What's the difference? Like you, like me, like someone else? It works on everyone. The Segulah will work on any person and to some extent will bring them closer to being good. Technical questions. Where is this Segulah? In the pages of the Kabbalah books? In between the pages. Okay, is it related to the meaning of the words in the Kabbalah books? Not really. How is the mechanism of the Segulah activated? Well, simply a person doesn't know, but to the measure to which he reads, it influences him psychologically, and also in a day-to-day way. He suddenly starts feeling that he wants to deal with life, to behave in a different way with other people, in a better, nicer, more distinguished way. Why? This how what he reads influences him. And what does it have to do with all the revelations, laws, phenomena that he starts revealing in nature, the Creator, all the good that he gives? No, not that much. Like you explain it in such a figurative way, I feel like having that too. But it's not that way, not that much, and not immediately. But gradually a person feels that he's changing. Now, this mechanism of the Segulah, is it enough that I just look at the words in Kabbalah with my eyes and... No. Not at all. Even if you don't see the text and you don't know how to read it, you don't speak the language. So how do I activate the Segulah mechanism? Suppose someone reads it to you. So do I need to understand what the Kabbalah books say in order to enact that Segulah? Yeah, more or less, yes. Why does the study of the wisdom of Kabbalah purify a person? Because it speaks of the spiritual laws. The spiritual laws are the laws of bestowal, good laws, laws of connection between people. And therefore, what follows is that a person, after he reads it, he starts behaving differently. But it's not like stories for children. Okay, what then? Children, they have good, nice stories, this, that, but no. There, it's not a Segulah. There, simply a person's taught in order to be a good kid. In Kabbalah, he's not taught how to be a good kid. In Kabbalah, he's told that it is worthwhile reading these books in order for the Segulah to work on him. The Segulah is tremendous, unique power, force that exists in those books that are, how to put it, that invert a person, make him better. Invert him from what to what? From bad to good in different qualities. Thanks to this Segulah that exists in the Kabbalah books, does a person start getting supernatural forces like superheroes? Dr. Laitman, yeah? What can he do that a normal person can't do? He can do good things. He understands that it is necessary to do good things. And even if previously he didn't really wanna, now he already has the understanding and the power as to how to relate to everyone in a beneficial way. In Kabbalah, there is one of the basic principles is group work, and your teacher, the Rabash, explains it, and he says that there is a Segulah when you make an effort to love the friends that study with you. What is that Segulah? In trying to love your friends that study with you. If I make an effort to love my friend, then by that I draw to him, through me, the so-called chut shel chesed, a thread of mercy, a thread of chesed, and then the friend starts feeling that a force of good comes to him, and therefore this is how all of us start acting. And it works to the benefit of the world. So we as if conduct good forces to each other by our effort to love the friend that studies Kabbalah with me. Yeah. What does the Segulah of love of friends bring us to? To that we will have a society in which everyone is in love of friends. And what will we get as a result? We won't fight, we won't apply force, we won't yell at each other, but really all of us will be good to one another. Bala Sulam says that the remedy of love of friends can cover for all of a person's deficiencies, to bring him to good and complete pleasure. What does he mean? He means that this Segulah of love of friends can entirely correct a person. What does it mean to correct? To correct means that all of the qualities that he has that aren't that great, by which he nonetheless relates to others, they will all disappear and will invert into good qualities. How come? Because then he's engaged in it, and the friends help him, and he helps them. And then they're in this kind of mutual guarantee or responsibility where each wants to help the others. It also says that the remedy or the Segulah of love of friends can bring a person closer to the Creator. How come? Because the quality of bestowal, this is the gist of the Creator that appears and is presented to us from Him. What do you mean when you say ashpa, bestow? It means that the Creator bestows good and plenty and abundance. So why is it that if I'm engaged in love of friends, I come closer to the Creator? What's the connection? Because then you become like Him. You become like Him. And then what follows is that you and the Creator are similar to each other and thus come closer to one another. What exactly is it about the effort to come closer to that person who studies Kabbalah with me that allows me to reveal later on the Creator, that the Creator sees that I'm trying to be good? Dr. Laitman, yeah, then the Creator also has a favorable attitude towards you. What action exactly brings me the Segulah, that I do different things for the friend that study with me Kabbalah, that I show them love, warmth, what? Everything. Any good attitude of yours towards the friends brings you closer together and brings you closer together with the Creator, all of you. What's the mechanism working here that you do something like you exert in love of friends with the friends that you study Kabbalah with, and the result that you get is coming closer to the Creator. You didn't work on your connection with the Creator, but on loving other people. But it's the same quality. Same quality, as simple as that. Can you explain? The quality of love, the quality of bestowal, the quality of closeness. And therefore, how to put it? There's no special Segulah here, something mystical. Once I heard you say that the matter of Segulah isn't something mystical at all, but it's more like a child who plays something, and the game itself causes him to develop. The child doesn't understand how the game develops him, but when he plays, it develops him. Can you explain this imagery, and how does it explain the concept of Segulah? Well, it's exactly like a child really plays some game with other kids. And he plays, he learns from others what to do. We also tell him, go play with him and don't play with him, etc., etc. And then this way, we introduce him into better games, drawing a better influence upon him. That's called a Segulah. That's called a Segulah, that he learns from other good kids. That's called a Segulah. Why call it a Segulah? It's a natural process of development. No, not natural. He does it on purpose, and we guide him towards it. I also heard you explain that a Segulah is not a supernatural force, but because we don't see the relation between the things, we call it a Segulah. But really, there is a connection. So the process of spiritual development, it works according to laws, miracles, according to laws. There are no miracles. And are there these kinds of remedies, Segulot? No, we call it sometimes that, but it's not a Segulah. We think about Segulah, we think that it's something supernatural, but there's nothing supernatural. We even see that that's how it works with kids sometimes. So can you define Segulah? Segulah is a special force that we enact in life in order to draw good results from it. Does it have to do anything with the color sagol, purple? No. Does it have to do with the punctuation, segol, the 3 dots? There are such things. It also says about it in the Kabbalah books, but it's really meaningless. Meaningless. Once someone gave me this necklace with a stone, a gem, and he says, take this, it'll protect you, it's a Segulah. Are there really such things that can help you with livelihood, with things? It's not that I believe, but I know that if a person thinks that it's going to give him some kind of blessing, then he awakens the power of blessing upon himself. Does it depend on the object? No, it depends on a person's belief. So if I believe that there is a special Segulah to this cup, that it can make me rich, maybe I'll become rich as a result. Yeah. So it's not up to the cup. It could be the pen, it could be anything else. It depends on what I believe in. Yes. Sometimes it's said that there is a Segulah in the Torah. What's the difference between the Segulah in the Kabbalah and the Segulah in the Torah? No difference. No difference. A person who wants to get good forces to develop, he reads the Torah, he reads the wisdom of Kabbalah, and from there he can derive good forces and develop for the better. Okay, let's look at it from a broader perspective. Suppose more and more people will understand the meaning of the Segulah that exists in the study of Kabbalah and in being engaged in love of friends. How will it influence our day-to-day life, the wars, the cost of living, all the problems? What will this Segulah give us? The Segulah that exists in the wisdom of Kabbalah. Yeah. Were we to study and were we to be engaged in it, then we'd see that the good future depends on the measure to which man's good. And man needs to be good in relation to others. Dear fellow man, if we'll improve ourselves to the measure where we're good to others, undoubtedly that we'll have it good, we'll have a good life. In the beginning of the talk, you said that as Segulah, it feels like taking a key and opening a lock, and opening something for ourselves. What is that Segulah? What is that key? What's the lock? What do you open? What do you discover? The lock locks away the good life from us. The key opens the path to the good life. How do you find the key? And how by it do you open the lock? This is what the wisdom of Kabbalah teaches. And what does it have to do with the concept of Segulah? The Segulah is in that we want to find a key to the friend's heart, to the hearts of other people, for everyone to open toward everyone. This is actually the action of the key and lock by which we come to a good life. Our time's almost up. What is your simplest definition for the concept of Segulah? A Segulah is the recognition of the miracle existing in a good act of bestowal toward each other. How do we feel the Segulah? The Segulah is felt as something good in our sensations that can spread between us, fill the air of the world, and arrange all of us like in a dream. What do I need to do in order to activate the mechanism of the Segulah? To be good. As simple as that. To be good. That's it. Our time's over, but what do you wish from heart to a person who just started taking interest in the wisdom of Kabbalah in relation to the concept of Segulah? Come steady, and in a relatively not long period of time, you will feel that you're truly acquiring a Segulah for a good life. Good luck to you. Thank you very much, Dr. Laitman. Thank you for being with us. Good luck to all.